how do you differentiate your self, like, or from the CreAct Academy perspective?
So India is the youngest country, right?
Yes.
There was a mission 2020. We established ourselves as the youngest after China.
Do you also still experiment with the technology, or या अब हो गया कि भैया founder अब कोई काम नहीं करेगा?
नहीं, बिल्कुल upgrade रहना पड़ेगा.
So what are the some specific innovation which are happening today, and how is your prediction for like next 5 to 10 years?
I think the biggest innovation that are happening is LLMs, large learning models.
So what is the impact which you would like to see, maybe like down the line after 10 years, 15 years, where you would like to see?
Definitely want them to be entrepreneurs.
And do you also still do the experimentation yourself as well?
Yeah, and I like to tinker. I keep consulting also.
Welcome back to another episode of Techie Talks with Kuldeep. I am your host Kuldeep Singh. Today we are excited to have Mr. Priyam Saxena. With over a decade of experience in electromechanical and industrial engineering, Priyam is the founder of CreAct Academy and co-founder of Curious and Innovation, where he is focused on the kids' learning in coding, AI, and machine learning. Let's hear more directly from him. Priyam, welcome to the show.
Thank you, Kuldeep, for inviting me and having me here. I'm also excited to have Techie Talks with you. And as you told the viewers that we are into learning attributes of the students, primarily from K-12 segment. By K-12, I mean from kindergarten to 12. And we are quite excited to give them the knowledge of coding, robotics, AI, and different technologies that are like entering the industry right now. So as I have an industrial background, so we are more sync with the changes in the industry, and then we can, with working with over 500 schools in the past, we have that experience. So we are more able to have a learning pattern, pedagogy, and that will actually help a kid grow, unlearn and learn. So this is the process we follow.
And how did this journey started? Because you are coming more from, the mechanical background. How did you thought through? What were the, like, in your mind that, hey, I need to start this journey?
So, like I'm talking about 2006, 2008. So it was somewhat challenging, but as I went into the college, we did when we learn about different industries, technologies, and the art or science behind how things happen. So we actually thought that this might be the bigger innovation of open source learning that is coming in the industry right now. So since 2013, I think there was a big change when open source or Google was also coming up. So we thought this is an opportunity where you can actually search something on Google and you can have answers to which was not there previously.
Yeah.
So somehow we were at the right time, right moment, and we saw it grow. So for example, I started, to answer your question back, I started my journey with 3D printing industry.
Okay.
So I have a very short stint working with IIT Delhi. There I was mentored by very fine
professors.
Yeah, and professors. So I was mentored with them. So in our BTech final year project, there's a compulsory project that you have to do in BTech, right? So we did make a 3D printer. So it was like a story for everyone, and we also somehow cracked the thing and we were able to deliver a 3D printer. So, and it was purely for good grades.
Okay.
We were not intended to make a startup out of it, but somehow we were mentored with like there was Dr. Hemant Chauhan. He mentored us, and then Dr. Sunil Jha also. So he somehow told me that this is the industry that will grow. And then we started researching. So like I dived into 2 years of research before like coming into a proper, like earning the first bucks basically. So it took us 1.5 to 2 years. So we started manufacturing 3D printers commercially and for like masses.
But at that time, the 3D printer was also a very new wave, right?
Yes, it was open source in 2011, I think.
Yes.
So 2013, we started developing machines. So being a mechanical engineer, we have limited knowledge of coding and all these things. So we have to get our hands dirty. We have to actually do coding by ourselves. We have to learn electronics by ourselves. Though we have automation in our studies, but practicality was
Primary focus was not that.
not there. So somehow we got it through, and then we started manufacturing 3D printers. Then maker space boom happened. Like a makers community started to rise in India, where tinkering and like do it yourself, experiential learning was promoted. So we became part of that journey, and we got people who were also fascinated, making, breaking, like learning, unlearning of the things. So that started happening. So 3D printers came into the action, and then I knew down the line that this will be more helpful in education as well.
In education sector itself.
Yes. So then softwares came, which was open source. By open source, I mean free to use.
Free to use, yeah.
Not pay for the like
trying it out. Also.
Yes. So it was free to use. So we had access to all these technologies, and then it evolved with the time. So machine learning, AI also came through, coding also came through.
Yes.
And you have a lot of platforms nowadays where you can actually learn anything and need not to pay a single buck. So, but we identified a problem there. Unstructured learning. For example, my niece, I was sitting with her one day, and she was like learning something through YouTube. And she was seeing the shorts, 50-second, 1-minute shorts about whatever she wanted to learn. After an hour, I was just curious about, okay, have you actually learned something? She was like, no. So we thought like whatever is there should be structured. It should match the age group of the child. What are the learning attributes? What are the learning outcomes that should be mapped with the student's age?
Yeah. And is this how your journey for Curious and Innovation and later on to the CreAct Academy started?
Yes. So right now I am founder of CreAct Academy, and Curious and Innovation, we have co-founded both the companies, and both were part of the maker journey that I'm telling you. So we were working in a B2B, business to business space, catering and setting up labs. So these are also the very few new concepts coming up.
Yeah.
So schools, universities, they were very keen on setting up these spaces, maker spaces, learning spaces, innovation labs. There was different names.
Yeah.
There was some support from the government as well. So I think ATLs also, I think Atal Tinkering Labs were also being set up. So the mission of setting 10,000 ATL lab. So we were lucky enough to be part of that journey as well. So got the experience of traveling all across India, working from Arunachal to Jaisalmer. Like, so even we have some setups in Jammu and Kashmir. And so around 16 states we worked, and the problem was common. Even though you set up a lab, so this is a stage one of learning,
right?
Where student or we become part of the curriculum. So when we started, we were not part of the curriculum. We were extra co-curricular activity. Now, when we started to see the traction of parents and students, they became more inquisitive. They wanted to learn more and more. And then they go back home. Then YouTube was also like coming up big time with concepts of DIY activities. You can always go to YouTube. You can learn anything.
Right?
So they'll go back home. They'll see something. They'll come back to us that we want to make this. But school has a standard operating procedures, right?
Yes.
They operate from a certain time to time, and a kid's life is the busiest, I think. So when we were in school, we were thought like, abhi bahut busy ho, but ab uske baad free ho jaoge. But abhi kids are getting more busier. They have tons of things to do. And parents are also like working with them too. And this is the beauty of it in our country, you can say. So we sense this opportunity and also responsibility after setting up so many labs. Those should have
roughly how many labs you have set up?
Upwards of 500. I don't have the exact count. Worked in 12 states.
Okay.
and being part of more than 1,000 labs. So started manufacturing 3D printers, then kits, components, then curriculum. So since like 2017, I was more aligned towards EdTech, and then we also learned how to make it suitable for any age group.
Yes.
For example, Kuldeep, if you want to learn robotics today, so we can teach you.
Okay.
Right? And if a kid also wants to learn robotic, say a age group 6 or a fifth grader, for example. So I have to teach all these age group the similar concept, right?
Exactly.
But the idea or the way or the structure of teaching would differ, right? We can agree on that, right?
Yeah.
So we have to come with curriculums and kits and activities
Yes.
that will suit the age group that I'm talking about.
Right.
So this is why CreAct Academy.
Within this age group also, right? So there is like also a variation. For example, if a 6-year-old kid is learning, that will be different than the 10 years old, 8-year-old, right? So year wise year, there will be difference.
So that is what CreAct Academy is focused upon, giving you the right curriculum that we have experienced throughout the country. That is the, like you can say, the juice of whatever we are doing, or the mantra of. So the learning part became more challenging and was the bigger problem to solve. So kits and components was centered around the learning part. So we devised the curriculum which was challenging at first, but as we grow, those equipment, kits and everything was more apt for the age group. So this has been a journey, and this is why CreAct Academy, which is the like a D2C, direct to consumer brand, which.
So you started with B2B, so you learned how to expand into the business domain, and then how to reach directly to the consumer as well.
Yes, and we, like, to be very honest, we are not from a business background, right?
Yeah, I agree.
So I am a first generational entrepreneur in my,
and that too from mechanical background.
Mechanical background, doesn't know anything about business and have to learn business as well, right? So it took us some years. So and then, like I told you before also, so there was no financial thing for us, right?
Exactly.
We have to grow, adapt, reinvest whatever we have been doing, and then restructure also. So we have to be part of our own learn journey, sort of. So CreAct Academy is very recent, very new. It's a new baby right now for us, and it's been growing. Different age group. We were centered when we first thought of the idea, like D2C segment would be more suited to kids who are more focused towards their career goals or actual defined career goals. Like a kid in 9th grade is more focused towards going into JEE or medical, right?
Yeah, fully agree.
But the traction came from primary graders to us. That was quite surprising.
Okay.
So now we have even a 5th-year-old working at the level of 10, 15, 12-year-old.
Okay.
So just imagine the future of a student who starts coding at 5, 6 years of age. So our vision was to actually have innovators and some inventors in the process.
Yeah.
Not the trend followers. There will be trend followers, but to have some new ideas, new problem solvers, new thoughts. So we have been not 100% able to do that, but yes, with the age group that we are now catering more or focused toward more is age 6 to age 12. So we have more traction on those age groups. Though the original idea was, or the market report or survey was, that 9th graders to 12th graders will be more focused on our program. But it was all Uno reverse, basically. Yes.
And Priyam, like, there must be many startup, right, in this space. I think the EdTech is overall also getting more traction after, specifically how education is now leveraging technology, which was not like a 10 years or 20 years back. Right. So how do you differentiate your self, like, or from the CreAct Academy perspective?
Yes. This is like the very nice questions.
Mm-hmm.
So I would like to take an analogy. So India is the youngest country, right?
Yes.
There was a mission 2020.
Yeah.
We established ourselves as the youngest after China.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a cycle. Every country has this opportunity when you have the working youth.
Or the youngest population is more.
So our country will be youngest for, I think, coming till 2050. This is the calculation right now.
Yeah.
And so we thought that in the domain of learning, opportunities will grow more.
Exactly.
So somehow India became the biggest EdTech industry.
Yes.
India is serving to Middle East,
Yes.
is serving to countries across the globe, and whatever coding interventions like Whitehead Junior was there has happened through Indian co-founders and founders or part of the team.
Exactly.
So we were not on that bubble. We were working on the B2B domain primarily at that time.
Yes.
But when we thought of doing this, our first objective or main mission was to have offline centers.
Okay.
So this is how we differentiate. So this is experiential learning. We cannot justify it by giving online courses or a self-based learning courses.
Yeah.
That student can any day go and learn from you.
Yeah.
So we have trainers who are trained and who are engineers. So that is one factor that we do.
That's how we differentiate.
And those trainers interact with student one-on-one, not like through Zoom or Google Meet. So we have offline centers. And how we are different is we are leveraging, this is a non-capital infusement plan that we have like chalked out. So we are not investing in the infrastructure, we are creating partners. So even schools, pre-primary schools, tech agencies or tech skill centers which were like established before, they are also upgrading.
Yeah.
So we are leveraging those spaces and we are trying to enter tier 2, tier 3 as well. So we have offline centers. Currently we have TOIL in Delhi NCR. And this is from like this year only.
Okay.
So 7-8 months we have TOIL offline centers where students are getting trained, and more than 200 students we have catered.
And they all are in Delhi NCR or outside of the Delhi NCR as well?
Right now we have in Delhi NCR. Outside we have one in Dharuheda, but I think that is also part of Delhi.
Part of the Delhi.
But right now we are planning to expand in Jaipur, Bhopal and Dehradun.
So you are giving the opportunity within the tier 2 cities as well?
Yeah, there are many educators. Like when you go into the market and you expand, then you find many people who are actually part of learning journey of students from past many years. So we have like Abacus trainers or Abacus facilitator who are now onboarding with us. So we are trying to come up with a solution. It will take us some time that we can leverage those facilities and we can empower them. So some revenue they can also earn, and this can become a very readily available things, and that is how cost will come down.
Yeah.
So we can say that we want to democratize this. It will take some time, but I have seen from Doordarshan to open source to now everything going towards the AI. So I think this will also happen in the space of 5 years. This is how we are predicting it. Yeah. So.
And one interesting thing is, due to this learning, have you seen some impact? Maybe when you started, some kids, they were like, getting this training.
Yeah, lot of.
So could you share some?
Yeah, there are many kids with us who have taken TED Talks also.
Oh, okay.
So there are born geniuses also. There are prodigies, right? So, and there are students who have difficulties learning. Like I have quoted my niece example to you. So she had a lot of screen time. And this is a very real world problem.
Yeah.
Every upcoming parents can relate it to that. Without screen, kids are not even eating food, right? So how to reduce the screen time and how to make them productive. So this is I think, the biggest problem that we will be solving into.
Yeah.
Yes.
And this TED Talk example is good. So you are saying like a person who might not have been learning now, but even if like he starts now, he can still learn and he can still grow.
Yes. Upskilling is big part of whatever we are doing.
Mm-hmm.
So, like I told you, we are into K-12 focus. This is for kids who are in school, right?
Mm-hmm.
But we have teachers with
Mm-hmm.
who are upskilling. They also feel a need to upskill themselves.
Mm-hmm.
And then we have trained professionals, say doctors, architects,
Okay.
who are also taking our courses.
Uh-huh.
This we never planned for,
Mm-hmm.
but this is something very new that we are seeing,
Mm-hmm.
because they also want to upgrade themselves. They want to, and there are hobbyist uh, domain also where people just like to do things
Mm-hmm.
or make things.
Mm-hmm.
So this is also a very primary, and there are parents who are also upgrading because they want to teach their kids.
Teach their kid because they also need to learn.
Yes. So there are some, like I cannot name you directly, but there are some parents who attend classes with students,
With student.
right?
Uh-huh.
So they are also now we are teaching them also. So this is something new. This is why this is also what excites us when we became a community basically of learners, makers, and finally creators. So
Mhm.
this is what we are aiming for.
And one interesting thing is in your domain, right? So it is the EdTech, right? So it is the intersection of education and the intersection of the technology.
Right.
And both these things are going hand in hand, right? Because
Right.
technology is also evolving at very fast pace, and the related education also needs to be evolved at very fast pace, right? So what are the some specific innovation which are happening today, and how is your prediction for like next 5 to 10 years?
I think the biggest innovation that are happening is LLMs, large learning models,
Okay.
which are able to predict, calculate, and
Yeah.
and able to like give us the different perspective to things,
They are basically able to generate new output based on the
fast, quicker things,
Mhm.
rapid things.
Mhm.
You need not to be like a very good artist nowadays to make art, right? But LLMs are also trained by humans. So
Right.
whatever data we are giving them, they are trained by those ones.
Mhm.
So AI will become a big part of learning. Like, for example, coding will not be a subject,
Mhm.
or coding will not be a skill.
Mhm.
It will be,
What does that mean?
to elaborate more, coding will become a primary skill
That you have to have.
have to learn or even understand.
Hmm.
For example, many of us don't know French, right?
Yeah.
German. But coding is something that is a universal language, 0101, right? But nowadays there are softwares, there are GPTs which will give you code within 30 seconds, right?
Mhm.
So you need to dive into the coding part. Like,
Mm.
for example, instant gratification is the thumb rule nowadays. If you ask a kid
Mm.
to learn Python,
Mm.
I'm just naming.
Yeah, one language.
Yes, so Python. So, like when we used to learn, or you must have dived into your past days, you have to take 4 books of Python, right?
Yeah.
You will open the books, you will start learning.
Yeah.
Now, they don't do it like this, or
Yeah.
we don't promote Python like this. There are example-based, questionnaire-based things, or activity-based learning, and they learn while doing things.
Yeah.
So they will learn Python. For example, a third grader will learn Python, but he will not know that it's Python,
It's Python.
because it will become a basic language to
Basic
communicate,
language.
or machine learning. This is how it will happen. So I think AI is the biggest game changer. Then semiconductors, definitely.
So robotics also in general.
Robotics, definitely. So people tell me about these concepts like, only AI, can we learn only AI? Okay, you can learn only AI, but how to implement AI?
Yes.
You need robots to implement, right?
Yeah.
This is how we mechanical engineer will have some survival in the future. So
Yeah.
I think robotics will become big part of whatever we are doing. And definitely like semiconductors are behind everything. Even GPUs are part of it. So yes, semiconductors will play a bigger role. You'll have a smaller chip
Mhm.
bigger action.
Yeah.
This is what we are striving for. Even like there are fundamentals where you don't have even a chip, right?
Mhm.
You can have holographic images. You can have so many things are coming. It's so confusing
Hmm.
as well. But I think if learned in a proper guided
In a
way,
structured way, then you can do.
then you can do it.
And now the learnings are also more, right? For example, earlier, if a person who is just a coder, he could have survived the whole life, right?
Yes.
But now he needs to be a coder, but also he needs to know about robotics. He also needs to know about AI,
Yes.
and might be the future in 5 to 10 years. There, like quantum becomes more important,
Yes.
etc. as well.
So we as a country also need to have wider systems to
Yeah.
grow.
Mhm.
So electromechanical systems definitely are the bigger game changers.
Hmm.
Only coding will not exist.
Yeah.
You need to have interaction with machine
Mhm.
and then knowledge of sciences behind it. And AI is also like 40% mathematics, right?
Right. Yeah.
So you need to have basics of everything.
Mhm.
Like you can say jack of all, king of none
Mhm.
will be the bigger trade in the future.
Mhm.
But yes, expertise will be required.
Mhm.
Coders definitely will exist.
Mhm.
But a general definition of coding will not exist. This is what we think.
Mhm. So, Priyam, this is good and the exciting as well. But I also see some of the concern, right? For example, the kids, if he just focused more on the learning, is he spending enough time in the outside activity? Is he really interacting with the people, etc.?
Right.
Do you also see this concern?
Yeah, this is very concerning for us as well.
Mm-hmm.
We cannot be the system which will increase the screen time.
Exactly.
Right. We don't want them to invest their time much on the screen.
Mm-hmm.
So, and nowadays ADHD, as you know, is a big concern for
Yeah.
every parent.
Yeah.
Kids are not talking.
Mm.
They are not interacting with their peers as well,
Yeah.
with parents, and they just want to have a screen time.
Yeah.
That is increasing.
Yeah.
Like for example, I'm just taking one example of my father.
Mm.
When we were small, they were like कि इतना स्क्रीन टाइम मत करो, है ना? हमारे साथ भी हुआ है.
Mm-hmm.
अब parents are even addicted with their phones, right?
Mm.
They spend 2 hours, 3 hours on phone every
On the
day.
phone every day.
So this is concerning, but we want to divert it on a productivity side of it. And screen time will increase. I cannot say this that it will decrease, but if done right,
Yeah.
that will actually help child with free time for their. They should have a balance.
Yeah.
Every parents, I think nowadays, are not just pushing their student. The generation is more proactive. They are more educated. They want their kids to have
Yeah.
360 learning. They
Yeah.
just don't want them to have one direction.
Yeah.
They want them to be active as well. So parents are focused,
Mm-hmm.
but this is also a typical case where students have limited hours, right?
Yeah.
So, but I suppose if done right, screen time could be reduced.
Mm-hmm.
And if like maker spaces like we are creating or CreAct Academies, they will help them with some activities that doesn't include the screen time.
Yes.
They can do, like we just introduced one more new course called reverse engineering.
Mm.
What we do is bring something from your home that is not working.
Mm-hmm.
They bring old gadgets,
Yeah.
something like that.
Something.
So we'll just rework or we'll make them work again.
Mm-hmm.
So this is also very exciting. So now they are recycling. They have thoughts of not buying something off the market.
Right.
They'll like reintroduce whatever they have and they'll reshape it, restructure it, and make something new out of it.
Mm-hmm.
So I think to answer your question, screen time is the biggest challenge right now.
Mm-hmm.
And we need to have positive interventions to reflect on whatever student or activities he's doing.
Yes.
So positive reinforcement would lead us to
yeah. And the physical fitness is the most important, right?
Even for us at the age, if you are working continuously, like there's a debate with 80 hours a week.
Mm.
It is exhausting.
Yes.
It is exhausting. But if you have some balance, even 45 minutes per day, if you have 45 minutes, you can actually stay healthy. And that is not just physical health. Now
Yeah.
we have a very uh, debates about mental health.
Mental
as well.
health.
So it is a balance, like we have yin yang basically. So we need to keep that balance. Student, if learn this at a very right age group, then I think sky is the limit for them.
Yes. And one more thing is also like the interest of the student as well, right?
That is
Because
very-
everybody no need to be, and if they don't have an interest also, let's not also force them.
We should never do that. Like for example, we have inquiries of 10,000 parents. Only few hundreds are working with us, right? So it's not a compulsory thing for anyone.
Exactly.
It should be done out of interest, and it is not for everyone also.
Yeah.
But there are many outcomes of what you do. There are some parents, the very interesting stories come up when you work closely with parents and students. So they want their student, the kid doesn't have a social life. So they want a peer learning group, a group of small, like similar age group students who are coming to the academy, and they want their kid to come at the same time.
Same time.
So now they have friends also. This is the positivity or positive reinforcement I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Yes.
And one more thing is also like, even if like, you get the admission, and even in this process, you find that he or she is struggling, like he's not doing the right thing. I mean, then also it should be, it's okay. Like, okay, just go back and learn something new, which excite him or her.
So like this is not just about AI robotics.
Yeah.
These are the technologies that are here. The names will change in the future, right?
Something new will come.
New will come. So this is definitely not just one particular thing, but this is making them problem solvers.
Yes.
Not just a particular interested in one skill, but a bigger picture is that they will be problem solver, and problem solving doesn't only occurs in technology.
Exactly.
We need more problem solvers. For example, Yamuna pollution has been talked about recently, right?
Yeah.
And we have been seeing it.
Yeah.
And we can see the impact also.
Yes.
So if he understands these things, these students will solve problems.
Exactly.
They will be the part of the community that will lead us to a brighter, greener future. So this is also one part of whatever we are doing. To make them problem solvers, to make them creators, and also emphasizing them on the sustainable goals, developments. And there are competitions happening. There are many interventions from different governments, different, even CBSE has competitions where they promote innovations. They give them challenges basically. So we are also trying to bring up this community and make them ready for these, to solve these type of problems. And sometimes like it might look a very small problem today, right?
Yes.
On the table, he might have done something today and he solved a problem. But tomorrow he can be part of the bigger, like he can head ISRO as well. He can like invent something. He can discover even something. So this is the learning journey that we see. So
Priyam, from the learning perspective, right? It's good that the kids are learning and all. So what is the impact which you would like to see, maybe like down the line after 10 year, 15 year, where you would like to see the kids which are taking, the courses at the CreAct Academy, or you are seeing what's the future looks like?
See, the first answer would be that we definitely want them to be entrepreneurs.
So you want more
Definitely, our country needs more entrepreneur, and tech entrepreneurship is one part that we are good also.
Yeah.
India is, I think, one of the great country in tech right now. Global scenario as well. Most of the tech core teams of AI startups also include 80% of Indians.
Yeah.
Like I don't know the exact numbers, but
mostly are.
we can agree upon that. Yes, mostly it's run by Indian, right?
Yeah.
So that is the biggest thing, that if we'll have talent here, we'll have more and more startups in these techs here itself. And there are systems that can support them as well. Parents are more keen that there's their kid could be an entrepreneur.
Exactly.
So this is the biggest impact that we see. Second, it would be like, it's a very like thought-provoking thing that I see. What if he doesn't choose to do any of the tech? And he understood now. While doing these things, he understood that no, I don't want to. I want to directly go into literature. I want to. So he'll understand that now, not after, say, he's 25 years old. He can carve the path today. He can shape his future. He can understand himself better. That is also one part of what I see would give them our process impact. The people who are not choosing it to do. But they have to experience something for that as well.
Yeah.
So
no, I think this is right. For example, even you know about this thing after becoming like a 25, and then it is very hard to change also yourself, to find the right path. And if you can identify it quite early, that hey, this area doesn't interest me, this area doesn't excite me, so you can at that age of like a 10, 11, 12, you can choose the different path, and then you can succeed in it.
Yes, so they can be more successful.
Exactly.
And happier also. That is also a goal or impact that I see. A kid should enjoy the journey.
Yeah, that's most important.
The biggest problem I see is एक इनिशिएटिव की प्रॉब्लम है बच्चों के अंदर. आप उनको कुछ नया करने को दो, या तो एक झिझक रहती है. वो झिझक कभी कभी बहुत बड़ी बन जाती है. अभी कम से कम हमारे साथ, या नॉट जस्ट, मतलब कहीं पे भी बच्चा अगर कोई ऐसी एक्टिविटीज में पार्टिसिपेट कर रहा है जो हैंड्स ऑन है, क्योंकि बुक्स रोट लर्निंग जो है वो आपको क्रिएटिव नहीं बना सकते. आई थिंक ये सब लोग समझ रहे हैं, तभी एडटेक और हमारी जैसी कंपनीज एग्जिस्ट हो रही हैं. तो लैक्स तो हैं हमारे एजुकेशन सिस्टम.
जो हमारा ट्रेडिशनल लर्निंग सिस्टम था उसमें कुछ ना कुछ तो कमियां थी.
अब रोट लर्निंग से अगर आप इतना बड़ा गैप आ जाता है ना, थ्योरेटिकल पढ़ के आओ और जिंदगी में तो सब कुछ ही, और इंडस्ट्री सब कुछ प्रैक्टिकल में ही आना है, तो वो एक जो झिझक है ना बच्चे की, वो खत्म हो जाती है. वो डायरेक्टली एड्रेस कर सकता है प्रॉब्लम को. वो डरेगा नहीं, क्या होगा,
चेंज हो जाएगा.
अगर फेलियर से ही डर खत्म हो जाए तो फिर फियर तो एग्जिस्ट ही नहीं करेगा ना उस चीज का.
और आई थिंक प्रैक्टिकलिटी करने के बाद आपका जो फियर है, एंड यू आर श्योर आल्सो, अरे दिस इज नॉट समथिंग हैपनिंग, this is not something I am enjoying, or this is not the problem which I want to solve. You can,
for example, मैं totally agree with you, मतलब 100% agree with you. What happens is हम बच्चे की creativity खत्म करते हैं. ठीक है, अब now we are talking about it.
Yeah.
So let's talk about, say, my brother. He was a very good artist. Right? But क्या career है, क्या future है, धीरे धीरे उसको मोल्ड कर दिया. अब वो लॉयर है. सो जस्ट थिंक अबाउट इट एंड जस्ट अंडरस्टैंड कि हम क्या गलत कर रहे हैं इस पूरी प्रोसेस में. तो सिस्टम्स भी ऐसे ही बने हुए हैं. अब ठीक है, आई एम नॉट सेइंग कि सबको ड्रीमर बन जाना चाहिए और सबको ही प्रोफेशनल बन जाना चाहिए, बट लेट देम एटलीस्ट हैव सम हॉबीज. कुछ तो हो जो उनको सेटिस्फाई करे, बच्चों को खुश रखे, हैप्पीनेस बढ़ाए. तो ये भी बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट मुझे लगता है बन चुका है. और हमारा जो गैप है वो बढ़ता जा रहा है, डिवाइड बढ़ता जा रहा है. कि कुछ लोग बिल्कुल ही सब कुछ है, कुछ लोग के पास कुछ भी नहीं हो पा रहा है. सो वी नीड टू हैव सम प्लेटफॉर्म बेसिक, और कुछ रेडी स्किल्स या कुछ प्रोसेसेस जिससे बच्चा कम से कम डिसाइड तो कर पाए. तो आई थिंक दिस इज, तो पहले सबसे पहले लेवल पे तो वही एक इंटरवेंशन हम लोग क्रिएट कर रहे हैं. और फिर अगर क्रिएटिविटी खत्म कर दोगे तो इन्वेंटर कैसे बनोगे? फिर तो फॉलोअर ही बनेगा ना वो, और वो जो कर्व है उसमें तो हम हमेशा पीछे ही रहेंगे।
पीछे ही रहोगे।
So this is why I think in country and people are addressing the need. मुझे ऐसा लग रहा है कि हम भी डिस्कस कर रहे हैं आज, राइट? तो नीड है सबकी, कुछ ऐसा नॉलेज भी हमें जरूरी है पेरेंट्स को पहुंचाना, बच्चों तक पहुंचाना, डिसीजन मेकर्स जो है उन तक पहुंचाना, जितने भी स्टेक होल्डर्स हैं इस पूरे प्रोसेस में, कि क्रिएटिविटी की या इनोवेशन की नीड है। ये तो स्टैब्लिश हो चुका है, दैट आई हैव सीन फ्रॉम माय एक्सपीरियंस। एंड अब उसको कैसे स्ट्रीमलाइन करके एक प्रॉपर सिस्टमेटिक वे बनाना है। देयर कैन नॉट बी अ सिस्टमेटिक वे, बट एटलीस्ट कि क्रिएटिविटी कुछ तो एनहांस हो, बेसिक लेवल पे तो एनहांस हो, बच्चा जो करना चाहता है वो तो करे। And there are very good schools, there are very good education systems people are following nowadays. I'm really excited to be part of this change that I see happening.
Priyam, one thing which I like most is you are coming from, like, you came from mechanical background, you did that, then you moved into this startup also, and startup is also not a single one, multiple startup,
Right.
so how do you keep yourself up to date? How do you keep your learning up to date?
See, research, or if you cannot learn something, or you work in a defined framework, you cannot create a startup. You have to have some random energy, you have to have some like एक defined path नहीं है, but you have to keep upgrading yourself. Whatever coming, whatever is happening, you have to be more, you have to like read more. So this is one part that I have started doing. I have started giving myself some time to like read. We attend some conclaves. We become part of interventions that are happening at different level. Then again, reports that are coming in. Then we do our research and surveys as well.
Okay.
So I'll tell you one thing very interesting which happened. So we started hiring people for consulting the parents.
You're right.
So the biggest success came with not the typical salespeople. It came through like mothers who were working before, now they're homemakers, and they have started working again with us. So they are one of the best achievers in ours.
Because the people are more able to relate with them.
Exactly. So this will happen. So we have to answer your question, we have to be more relatable. So we have to see what has happened before, and obviously we have to predict something that will happen in the future. So we keep learning, we keep upgrading. I have a young team with me. So they have a lot of energy. So bring in thoughts, new way of system. We don't have Sundays off. We have changed this thing. We don't have defined off. So we keep rotating and we give them off as per their convenience as well. So we are not just following a typical, in this startup at least, what I have started now, they're not following a typical structure, hierarchies. We have open discussions about how to grow the company. We take ideas, we keep talking to different educators. Everyone ideas are on board. So this is how we are growing. And many type of educators, many type of stakeholders, and different people from research background, mentorship background, life coach. So these are also coming on board, and we keep upgrading ourselves by attending workshops also. We also learn business attributes, what is ROI in this fundamental. So we also keep learning, and that is how I think should be grown. But yes, we have started one thing more in our company, that is we offer our team to go for any course.
Okay.
For example, you want to upgrade and do some course into like a tech person want to learn about how to build seminar or take seminar, or what are the like levels of seminar, and so he figured out a course, and he wants some time in that, and he wants to upgrade himself. So we pay for it as a company. So we have given this fundamental freedom to the employees that they can keep upgrading them.
They can keep upgrading us.
So that will actually help us all grow. So upskilling has become big part of whatever we are doing, and this is some small intervention I'm talking about that are happening at the very.
And do you also still do the experimentation yourself as well?
Yeah, and I like to tinker.
Okay.
I keep consulting also, like some design. I'm really fascinated about. Like I have been part of some Kickstarter projects also when I started my journey. So that is what fascinates me till today. So right now I'm also doing 1-2 projects that is of my personal interest. So we keep doing these type of activities, and I think that is what keeps you afloat, right?
नहीं ऐसा तो नहीं कि भाई फाउंडर खुद लर्निंग नहीं कर रहा और सारी टीम को बोल रहा है कि लर्निंग।
हाँ, टीम तो ये सोचेगी ना कि फाउंडर तो हमें ज्ञान दे रहे हैं। नहीं ऐसा नहीं हो रहा है। जितना टाइम मिल रहा है उसमें खुद को फिट भी रखना है, लर्न भी करना है, और एक रोल मॉडल भी रहना है। दीज आर यंग चैप्स, राइट? 23-24 साल के बच्चे हैं, टीम है, उनको अगर आप एक अच्छा करियर नहीं दोगे, आप पे वो ट्रस्ट नहीं करेंगे, तो आई डोंट थिंक सो ये एक सक्सेसफुल स्टार्टअप बनेगा। तो वहां पे थोड़े से इंटरवेंशन हमने बढ़ाए हैं, एंड एक रोल मॉडल बनना भी जरूरी है। दे शुड एबल टू लुक अप टू यू।
और ये एक्साइट करता है आपको या बोरिंग लगता है?
बहुत 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 एक्साइट करता है। मतलब बिजनेस बाद में सीखा है, टू बी वेरी ऑनेस्ट। टेक पहले आई, टेक्नोलॉजी पहले सीखी, बिजनेस बाद में आया। तो अगर टेक एक्साइट नहीं करेगी तो आई थिंक मैं बिजनेस नहीं करूंगा। तो अभी भी वो थंब रूल मैं फॉलो करता हूँ, और मतलब बहुत मजा आता है यार। कुछ नहीं है, कोई नई प्रॉब्लम आई उसको सॉल्व करो, मेडिकल ग्रेड पे है या डिफेंस के लिए है, तो वी कीप डूइंग दिस टाइप ऑफ थिंग्स, और अभी भी चल रही हैं बैकड्रॉप में। वो आई थिंक इज द मोस्ट इंटरेस्टिंग पार्ट ऑल्सो। उसके ही एग्जाम्पल साइट करके फिर हम बच्चों के लिए भी कुछ क्रिएट कर पाते हैं ना। हम भी वहां से कुछ सीखते हैं, कुछ हमें भी इंटरवेंशन मिलते हैं, कुछ हम भी गलतियां करते हैं, फेल होते हैं। सबसे बड़ी जर्नी ही फेल होने की है। आप जितना फेल होते जाओगे उतना शायद ऊपर भी जाओगे। तो आई ऑलवेज हैव दिस थिंग, एंड होते हैं ब्लंडर्स, हमसे भी होते हैं, काफी सारे होते हैं, बट अब बच्चों से वो ब्लंडर ना हो या फिर वो, तो हम उसके लिए हम भी उतनी मेहनत पहले कर लेते हैं
ताकि उनके लिए एक सेफ एनवायरनमेंट।
एग्जैक्टली। और बहुत कुछ है ना, मतलब प्रोज एंड कॉन्स तो हर चीज के हैं। हम डीमिस्टिफाई ही कर रहे हैं ना पूरी प्रोसेस को, तो डेफिनेटली एंड एथिकल रहना भी बहुत जरूरी है। बच्चों को एथिक्स के बारे में बताना।
एग्जैक्टली।
तो वो भी हम थोड़ा सा देखते हैं इसमें कि कोई भी कोर्स हम ला रहे हैं या कुछ भी टेक्नोलॉजी, हम उसके साइड इफेक्ट्स हम कितने कम कर पाए, वो हमें देखना बहुत जरूरी है डेफिनेटली। एंड इट इज एक्साइटिंग, मजा आता है यार। मतलब कुछ नहीं हो, आउट ऑफ थिन एयर आप कुछ बना पाओ, तो वो तो ऑलवेज इट विल बी मैजिकल फॉर मी।
एक और चीज बताइए, ये स्पेस तो काफी एक्साइटिंग है।
यस।
और देयर माइट बी सम new people also which are getting interested in this entire domain.
Yes, definitely.
And the people also who do have the kids, right, and who are maybe looking out for these courses, etc. So what advice you will give it to them?
So at CreAct Academy, we have courses from where they can upgrade themselves. So like I told you, there are many interesting stories coming up. So definitely we have more and more people coming with us. For example, Kuldeep, you have an idea of a product. Do you have some place you can go and make that product?
No, currently don't.
Yes. So we are also trying to solve that problem. So in that journey, many people can come to us, and then we can research for them or create a product for them. Actually, MVP sort of a thing. So this is also one part of whatever we are doing. And then for the upcoming generation, it is our responsibility also to guide them properly. And technology, like I have done conclave with HR students also, people who will be like MBA graduates. with HR conclaves. So
Mm-hmm.
question is why we need tech,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
But if we are going towards a technical future, even project manager will need technical skills.
Yes.
Though he's from a business background, but
Yeah.
he will need to have, like coding example that we were discussing before, he will need to have a basic technical skills or background to understand what he's part of, right? So definitely we need to bring in basic skills, 3-4 skills that student can start learning today. One is coding. One is some electromechanical system. If he is interested, some product understanding, design, product life cycle. Then comes the AI part that is far more interesting as well. There are open source systems. When we talk about open source, sky is the limit, right? So people are actually generating or creating their own maker spaces from home as well. I know some people, I know some makers in India who have been doing this for past many years. So if this can like now multiply to the masses, so you will have a creator at every home, right? And so this is what we are trying to entertain. But for the graduates, for the undergraduates, for the professionals who will be coming in the industry, there's a big question mark there, right? No one needs a fresher.
Yeah.
Question is, I'm a fresher.
Everybody need a fresher from the salary perspective, but
Yes.
not from the experience.
Exactly, rightly said. So how to solve this? You should intern more. You should learn more. You should actually, because there's a gap of our educational, like we discussed before, like our educational system and our professional life, there's a big gap. And एक big eye opener होता है बच्चे के लिए ना, जब वो आता है पूरी जर्नी जी के कि अब जाना है, तो फिर जब टेक इंटरव्यू होता है, बच्चे का एचआर होता है, तो उनको पता चलता है मुझे तो कुछ नहीं आता. फिर बच्चा जाता है कुछ कोर्स करने की ट्राई करता है. तो ये सारे इंटरवेंशन अगर पहले ही हो जाएं और पहले ही वो इस बात को सॉल्व कर ले या समझ ले, ये हो सकता है सिर्फ एक्सपीरियंस से. वो एक्सपीरियंस उसको मिलता है इंटर्नशिप से. तो अगर आप इंटर्नशिप कर रहे हो 3rd ईयर से, 2nd ईयर से भी कर रहे हैं आजकल बच्चे, तो आप एक लेवल पे आ जाते हो जो आपको डिफरेंशिएट भी कर देता है बाकी बच्चों से. तो वो तो एक बहुत जरूरी है कि आप स्किल ऐड करना चालू करो. कोडिंग एआई आज की डेट में जब रोबोटिक्स कोडिंग एआई की बात हो रही है, तो इवन बिजनेस पीपल आर डूइंग इट. ये एक टेक स्किल तो होना चाहिए ना. टेक कंपनी में अगर जाना है तो टेक स्किल के बिना आप नहीं जा सकते.
एग्जैक्टली.
तो वो एक अपस्किलिंग रीस्किलिंग वाला इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर तो है ही. दूसरा, इंटर्न एंड वर्क मोर. थोड़ा बोलते हैं एक्सपेरिमेंट मोर, अनलर्न मोर. अनलर्निंग भी बहुत जरूरी है. हम पढ़ते हुए आ रहे हैं ना, उसको भी प्रैक्टिकलिटी में शेप नहीं हो पाती वरना वो प्रोसेस.
वो एक स्पेस है ना, लिमिटेड स्पेस है, जैसे चिप का होता है. इफ यू नीड टू ऐड समथिंग न्यू, यू नीड टू रिमूव समथिंग.
एग्जैक्टली. एंड अभी मतलब प्रोफेशनल वर्ल्ड में आते आते बच्चे को फिर वो गैप बहुत क्रिएट हो जाता है. वो 2 साल फिर कोई कोर्स करता है. आई थिंक हमारी कंट्री में वो सिस्टम है कि जहाँ 28 साल तक भी बच्चे पढ़ रहे हैं, तैयारियां कर रहे हैं. आई एम सेइंग कि अब एनईपी भी जो हमारी न्यू एजुकेशन पॉलिसी है, वो भी यही बोल रही है कि आप स्टार्ट करो काम करना. यंग टैलेंट को कैसे आप, अब यंग टैलेंट 28-30 की उम्र तक तो यंग नहीं रह जाएगा ना. फिर वो आइडियाज ही खत्म हो जाते हैं बच्चों के दिमाग से. तो अगर आप काम करना चालू करोगे, एक कॉन्सेप्ट भी है, ट्रिमिंग बोलते हैं उसको. जितना छोटा बच्चा, उसके ओरिजिनल आइडियाज उतने ओरिजिनल रहते हैं. और जैसे जैसे बड़ा होता रहता है, वो क्रिएटिविटी डाई डाउन होती है. आप मोल्ड कर देते हो, शेप कर देते हो बच्चे को.
और अब आई थिंक ये भी है प्रियम कि जो इनोवेशन साइकिल है वो भी रिड्यूस होता जा रहा है.
Exactly.
अब आप अगले जो चेंजेस पहले 30 साल में आते थे, अब पहले वो 10 साल में आने लगे थे, अब वो 5 साल में आने लगे हैं. अब जो मैं ट्रेंड देख रहा हूँ वो अगले 3 साल में होगा. और मेरे को लगता है उसके बाद एवरी ईयर देयर विल बी लाइक एन न्यू ट्रेंड.
हाँ, मतलब जिस रेट से चीजें बदल रही हैं, 2000 से 2025 का अगर आप ग्राफ क्रिएट करो कि कितने साल में ट्रेंड्स आए, तो बहुत फास्ट हो रहा है. और आई थिंक मतलब 1 साल भी हमें लगता है ज्यादा हो जाएगा अगले 5 सालों में. तो बहुत ज्यादा अच्छे प्रोमिसेस भी हैं इससे और कुछ नेगेटिव साइड भी हैं. तो वो बैलेंस.
और प्रेम, इसमें मुझे एक चीज बताइए although we are talking कि there are some great platform which are available, but in India we also know there is a money gap also, right? People cannot afford everything, and parents are also cannot afford it.
Right.
And the idea is, if I do have an access to internet, क्योंकि वो I need it. Without this I can't go. But even if I get a free Wi-Fi from somewhere, and I do have a machine to read, how can I start learning? And what are some of the platform which I can choose where I can start my own learning journey if I'm not associated with any of these platforms?
Frugal innovation.
Okay, what does that mean?
हिंदी में उसको कहते हैं जुगाड़ सिस्टम.
Okay.
फ्रूगल इनोवेशन बहुत जरूरी है. इंडिया बहुत अच्छा है फ्रूगल इनोवेशन, वन ऑफ द बेस्ट है. जैसे मिशन मार्स की आप बात सुनो, ये सब चीजें, तो हम बहुत ज्यादा बजट में वैसे भी काम करने की आदत नहीं है. आप हमेशा एक लो बजट स्ट्रेटेजी के हिसाब से ही काम करते हो, इवन स्टार्टअप्स आल्सो. तो फ्रूगल इनोवेशन बहुत ज्यादा इफेक्टिव होता है इस सिनेरियो में. तो मेरा एक वर्ड तो फ्रूगल इनोवेशन रहेगा इसके लिए. दूसरा है, दे आर ओपन सोर्स प्लेटफॉर्म्स. टिंकरकैड है, ऑटोडेस्क आपको एक फ्री टू यूज सॉफ्टवेयर दे रहा है, जिससे आप कोडिंग, इलेक्ट्रॉनिक्स, यू विल बी अमेज्ड. आप जाओगे, सीखोगे, बहुत अच्छा है प्लेटफॉर्म, इजी टू यूज है और बेटर हो रहा है. जितने यूजर्स उसको यूज कर रहे हैं वो और बेटर
हो रहा है.
एंड कुछ वेबसाइट्स हैं, जैसे आप इंडीगोगो है, जो किक स्टार्टर प्लेटफॉर्म्स होते हैं ना, जिस पर मनी फंड रेज होता है, वो भी बच्चों को या जो अभी आ रहे हैं इस फील्ड में, उनको देखना चाहिए कि किस तरीके के प्रोडक्ट आए, उसमें से क्या हिट हुआ, क्या नहीं हुआ. तो वो भी एक आप अदर साइड ऑफ द स्टोरी देख सकते हैं. फिर code.org है, गिटहब है, इस पे बहुत सारे प्रोजेक्ट हैं. मतलब लिटरली इंसान के पास इतने टाइम नहीं है, दिन नहीं, जितना वहां पे लर्निंग है. तो अगर आपको कुछ भी सीखना है, आप गिटहब पे जा सकते हैं, आप code.org पे जा सकते हैं. इस पर आपको बहुत कुछ मिल जाएगा. इवन LLM मॉडल्स पूरे के पूरे बने हुए रखे हैं. तो आप वो भी,
यूट्यूब है, यूट्यूब भी है, आप
यूट्यूब इज द बिगेस्ट, आई थिंक द बेस्ट थिंग दैट हैज हैपेंड. आप पूरे कोर्सेज हैं 24 घंटे के, 36.
और वो कुछ तो मैंने ऐसे देखे हैं प्रियम, कुछ लोगों ने इंडिविजुअली अपने रिकॉर्ड करके करे. That's it.
हाँ, बहुत सारे प्रोफेसर्स हैं. उन्होंने अब मतलब, और इवन IITs की वेबसाइट पे आप आजकल जाएंगे तो फ्री टू यूज लर्निंग बहुत सारी है. हर जगह फ्री टू यूज लर्निंग है. तो वो अगर कोई सीखना चाहे तो कोई इशू नहीं है, बहुत कुछ अवेलेबल है. बट अटेंशन स्पैन खत्म हो गया है.
एग्जैक्टली.
प्रॉब्लम सीखने की नहीं है, प्रॉब्लम अटेंशन स्पैन की है. और वाई नहीं है लोगों के पास कि क्यों सीखें. तो आई थिंक कहीं हम वो कोशिश भी कर रहे हैं रिलेट करने की कि ये करोगे तो ये होगा, राइट. एंड करियर ऑब्जेक्टिव्स भी बच्चों के फिगर आउट हो रहे हैं बेटर. आई ओवरऑल आई सी अ बेटर फ्यूचर कमिंग इन डिस्पाइट ऑफ ऑल द नेगेटिविटी. एक रेशनल ऑप्टिमिज्म आई थिंक रखना चाहिए टुवर्ड्स द थिंग, एंड दैट इज हैपनिंग. बहुत अच्छे आइडियाज निकल रहे हैं, बहुत अच्छी चीजें हो रही हैं. अब वो एकदम से मासेस में नहीं हो पा रही हैं. अपॉर्चुनिटी का डिवाइड है. कुलदीप, आप देखोगे तो अभी भी Tier 2, Tier 3 और Tier 1 में बहुत डिफरेंस है. एजुकेशन में भी बहुत डिफरेंस है, और मोटिवेशन नहीं है ना. Tier 3 में टीचर को इतनी सैलरीज ही नहीं है, राइट. तो और पेडागोजी, हम जो पेडागोजी पढ़ानी चाहिए उसमें इतना इंटरेस्ट नहीं है, और इतना अच्छे से पढ़ाई भी नहीं जाती. तो वो एक चैलेंजेस हैं. वो आई थिंक जो नई जनरेशन आ रही है वो कर रही है उसको सॉल्व. वो काम हो चुका है स्टार्ट. लाइक आई टोल्ड यू कि इंजीनियर्स हम लोग जो हायर करते हैं वो भी तो इनोवेशन कोचेस बन रहे हैं ना. तो अगर वो इंटरवेंशन भी आ रहा है तो वो आपस में वहां पे भी तो एक कंपटीशन क्रिएट होगा ना. बेटर टीचर होना भी तो जरूरी है. टेक्नोलॉजी आना और पढ़ाना दोनों बहुत डिफरेंट एंगल्स हैं.
बिल्कुल.
तो वो इंटरवेंशन आई थिंक इज हैपनिंग, एंड आई थिंक वही जो आप बोल रहे हो वो आपको अगले 5 साल 4 साल में ही दिख जाएगा. बहुत बड़ा डिवाइड जो क्रिएट हो रहा है वो थोड़ा डेमोक्रेटाइज भी होगा. और यार इनोवेशन और ये सब किसी का वेट नहीं करते. बहुत अच्छे आइडियाज आपको बहुत, जहाँ पे सबसे कम रिसोर्सेज है ना, वहां से मिलेंगे. तो वो तो है और वो हो रहा है. और आई थिंक दैट इज द पॉजिटिविटी दैट इज.
और इंटरनेट ने काफी इसको स्केल कर दिया है. अगर देखो मैं आज से 10 या 20 साल पहले कोई चीज़ सीखना चाहता
Right.
था तो उसका कॉस्ट बहुत ज़्यादा था। आज के टाइम पे अगर आपके पास में लैपटॉप है या कंप्यूटर है और बेसिक इंटरनेट है जो कि 300-400 से शुरू हो जाता है, इन ए मंथ यू कैन सर्वाइव। सो अगर आप 300 या 400 रुपए में अगर आप चीज़ें सीख सकते हो या मैक्सिमम 1000 रुपीज़ में, तो वो बहुत कम कॉस्ट है। पहले उससे बहुत ज़्यादा कॉस्ट तो आपको एक एक चीज़ के ऊपर में लगाना पड़ता था।
Right.
तो आपके पास में एक्सेसिबिलिटी है, आप स्टार्ट करिए, सीखिए और अपने आप को अपग्रेड करिए।
बिल्कुल।
अब क्या है कि जैसे ही वो चीज़ अवेलेबल है, ड्यू टू दिस कनेक्टिविटी, वो आपके पास में भी अवेलेबल है।
वेरी वेरी ट्रू। मतलब आप, एक होता है ना कि यू हैव टू स्टे अहेड ऑफ द कर्व, वो भी है एक। और आई थिंक उसी से फोमो भी क्रिएट हो रहे हैं, फियर ऑफ मिसिंग आउट भी उसी का एक कॉन्सेप्ट है। तो अहेड ऑफ द कर्व रहने के लिए भी लोग थोड़ा सा रहते हैं कि लेट्स सी। और आई थिंक इतनी बड़ी पॉपुलेशन है हमारी, तो अहेड ऑफ द कर्व तो रहेगा इंडिया। और बहुत ब्राइट फ्यूचर भी है एज अ कंट्री वी सी। और पोटेंशियल तो इज इमेंस। मतलब ऐसे ऐसे डेमोग्राफिक्स में भी ऐसे ऐसे काम हो रहे हैं जो कहीं नहीं है। सो आई एम रियली like proud to be part of this maker's journey that we have been following.
एंड स्पेसिफिकली क्योंकि आप रिलेटेड भी एजुकेशन से हैं, राइट? सो दैट इज समथिंग आल्सो कि जो कि आपकी लर्निंग हो रही है, हाउ यू कैन फिट बैक
Yes.
इनटू द सिस्टम आल्सो।
हाँ, वो एक रियल लाइव हमें डेटा मिल रहा है ना वहाँ पे कि ये कितना वायबल है, फीजिबल है और एक्सेसिबल भी है। तो तीनों पॉइंट पे तो हम टिक करके तभी आगे बढ़ पा रहे हैं। तो यस।
और उससे आपको ये भी अच्छा आइडिया मिल रहा है कि फॉर एन एग्जांपल मान लो, जस्ट एक एग्जांपल ले रहे हैं कि अभी रोबोटिक्स नीड्स टू स्केल अप। सो ओके, यू नो कि अब इस स्किल की जरूरत होगी, देन यू स्टार्ट गोइंग बैक, फीडिंग इनटू द सिस्टम, हैविंग मोर इंजीनियर व्हिच कैन फोकस ऑन
वी नीड अ लॉट ऑफ इंजीनियर। फॉर एग्जांपल, अगर इनोवेशन कोचेस की बात करें, इतने स्कूल्स हैं, ऑलमोस्ट 10 लाख स्कूल हैं इंडिया में। तो उतने ही हमें इनोवेशन कोचेस चाहिए ना, उतने ही ट्रेन प्रोफेशनल्स भी चाहिए। और एजुकेशन में इंटरवेंशन होंगे तो आई थिंक बड़ा कॉस्ट या बड़ा सॉल्यूशन तो वहीं से निकलेगा ना। टेक्नोलॉजी में तो कुछ लोग ही बेनिफिट कर पाएंगे अगर अपर लेवल पे हो रहा है। अगर एजुकेशन में आपने चेंज रिफॉर्म कर दिया तो पूरी जनरेशन आने वाली जो है उनको बहुत हेल्प हो जाएगी उससे। और बहुत मतलब बड़े चेंजेस आप देख सकते हो। बोलते हैं ना, एक स्मॉल सीड जो आज हम बो रहे हैं एक, तो वो आगे जा आपको बिगर ट्रीज, हेल्दियर लाइफ दिखेगी आपको। तो आई एम वेरी सर्टेन ऑफ दैट कि दैट इज गोइंग टू हैपन।
अच्छा, एक चीज और बताइए, इसके अंदर में आप गवर्नमेंट के साथ में भी काम कर रहे होंगे या उनके टच में होंगे? Do you also see a positive change from the government side also in this?
Definitely.
Could you please elaborate?
हाँ, there are many schemes that are happening. For example, engineers, M-Tech, B-Tech, robotics इंस्ट्रक्टर की जॉब रोल निकल रहे हैं स्कूल्स के लिए।
ओके।
तो यही बहुत बड़ा चेंज हो गया।
और जो लैब्स का भी आप बता रहे थे,
हाँ, तो वो भी गवर्नमेंट, हर स्टेट डिपार्टमेंट्स आर सेटिंग अप दीज स्पेसेस। फिर CSR में काफी इम्पैक्ट हो रहा है। CSR बॉडीज भी एक पॉजिटिव इम्पैक्ट ला रही हैं। गिविंग बैक टू सोसाइटी इज ऑलवेज द बेस्ट थिंग टू डू। तो CSR बॉडीज हैं जो कोलैबोरेट कर रहे हैं, गवर्नमेंट, CSR और हमारी जैसी कंपनीज। एक ट्राई वो पार्टनरशिप भी होती है ना उसमें, कि एक अलाइनमेंट सेट होता है। तो फिर वो भी एक सिस्टम क्रिएट हो रहा है। तो वो फंड वापस यूज हो रहा है टू एनेबलमेंट ऑफ द अंडर प्रिविलेज या जिनके पास अभी इतने रिसोर्सेज नहीं है। लाइक जो डिवाइड है वो डिवाइड भी तो कम होगा। डिवाइड बढ़ना भी तो बहुत बड़ा रिस्क है।
एंड आई थिंक मेरे को ऐसा लगता है कि वो चैलेंज थे, बट जैसे गवर्नमेंट फॉर एग्जांपल मान लो उनके पास में अभी लैंड है या स्कूल है, ये तो लैंड अवेलेबल है ही उनके ऊपर में, जैसे आप लैब सेटअप और ये वो करते हो, इस तरीके के प्रोग्राम भी कर सकते हैं जिससे कि वो एक मनी भी अर्न कर सके, जो कि वो मनी किसी दूसरे एस्पेक्ट के ऊपर में लगा सकता है।
ये अटल टिंकरिंग लैब्स जो सेट हुई हैं वो लोकल लेवल एंटरप्रेन्योर्स के लिए ही हुई हैं। मनी का जो फंडामेंटल है वो यही है कि एक डेमोग्राफिक पे उसकी अलग वैल्यू है, एक डेमोग्राफिक पे उसकी अलग वैल्यू है। तो अगर छोटे शहरों से ब्रेन ड्रेन कम हो जाए बड़े शहरों के ऊपर इतना जो प्रेशर है आज की डेट में, वो थोड़ा सा अगर नैरो डाउन या थोड़ा सा ही कम हो और छोटे शहर भी ग्रो करने लग जाएं, तो वहां पे भी तो इम्पैक्ट आएगा, और वो तब आएगा ना जब वहां अपॉर्चुनिटी होंगी। तो वो रोकने के लिए भी लोकल लेवल एंटरप्रेन्योरशिप, लोकल लेवल लर्निंग भी बहुत जरूरी है। कुछ ग्रोथ, सेटलमेंट, बैलेंसिंग आई थिंक वो अचीव हो रही है। वहां पे गवर्नमेंट बहुत अच्छा काम कर रही है, CSR बॉडीज बहुत सारी हैं जो बहुत अच्छा काम कर रही हैं। हमने भी कुछ प्रोजेक्ट्स किए हैं, तो वी ऑल्सो अंडरस्टैंड। और वो एक अलग इम्पैक्ट भी होता है, वो एक अलग खुशी भी होती है व्हेन, जो कभी बच्चों ने सोचा भी नहीं था कि उनके स्कूल में, फॉर एग्जांपल 3D प्रिंटर अगर किसी स्कूल में है, और अभी बड़े बड़े शहरों में भी लोगों ने नहीं देखा 3D प्रिंटर फॉर एग्जांपल, और वो छोटे से स्कूल, एक बहुत रिमोट लोकेशन पे एक स्कूल है, वहां पे एक बच्चा 3D प्रिंटर चला रहा है, डिजाइन कर रहा है, उससे कुछ प्रोडक्ट बना रहा है। कोई बच्चे हैंड सैनिटाइजर बना रहे थे कोविड में, हमारे पास बहुत सारे ऐसे बच्चे थे। कोई बच्चा, एक बच्चे का प्रोजेक्ट था कि वो उसको ना सोते हुए नींद आ जाती, पढ़ते हुए नींद आ जाती, सो जाता था वो। तो उसने एक चेयर बनाई जो उसको जैसे ही वो सोता था तो वो उसको करंट देती थी हल्का सा। तो उसने एक डिवाइस बनाया। तो ऐसे बहुत सारे आइडियाज हैं, बहुत सारे ऐसे ऐसे आपको विविड प्रॉब्लम सॉल्वर्स मिल जाते हैं, और वो बच्चे भी बहुत एक्साइटेड होते हैं। और वो एक बोलते हैं ना, प्यासे को ही पानी की कदर होती है, तो वो आपको एक्चुअली वहां दिखेगा। जिसके पास रिसोर्सेस कम है ना, अगर उसको थोड़े बहुत भी अच्छे रिसोर्सेज मिल जाएं तो वो ज्यादा अच्छा ग्रो करता है। तो वो हम देख रहे हैं बहुत क्लोजली, और अभी लगेगा टाइम, बहुत बड़ा रिफॉर्म है, राइट? एकदम से नहीं हो जाएगा, बट आई थिंक वो होता है ना कि
स्टार्ट तो कहीं ना कहीं से करना
पड़ेगा। ये भी कुछ फैक्टर्स हैं कि हम मोटिवेटेड रहते हैं,
एग्जैक्टली,
लाइक कि क्यों करना है, व्हाई आई थिंक इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट, व्हाट एवर यू डू, क्यों कर रहे हो, तो वी हैव दैट व्हाई विद अस। तो ये बहुत सारे हमें जब पॉइंट्स मिलते हैं जहाँ पे लाइक वुमेन, श्रीनगर में वुमेन स्कूल है फॉर एग्जांपल,
अच्छा,
वहां पे बच्चियां पढ़ रही हैं, ग्रो कर रही हैं, तो बहुत कुछ बदल सकता है ना उससे। मतलब हम तो ऐसा सोच रहे हैं और देख रहे हैं। टेक्नोलॉजी और एजुकेशन आई थिंक are the solutions for many bigger problems.
No, thanks a lot, Priyam. I think first of all, it is very interesting that you are focusing on the education and improving, the technology space. Second is the impact also of this, right? So the impact is on the kids, which are like the foundation, and which will also improve us as well as the India from the future ready perspective. So you are doing a great work, and you are also doing it for a great cause. So thank you so much, and it was very interesting conversation.
Thank you, Kuldeep, for your kind words. It's really nice discussing with you. Techie Talks with Kuldeep is the channel. So really excited to be part of this process, and I think we have touched something that was not even planned for.
Yeah.
So I think it's a great way of communication that we have established, and I wish you all the very best for your more future endeavors. And I think you have started something very fresh for the viewers and for the learners as well, and you will hit the chord with many communities. So thank you so much for having me.
Sure. That's it for this episode of Techie Talks with Kuldeep. If you haven't subscribed yet, subscribe it. Until we meet next time, keep learning and keep innovating. Thanks for watching.